Hi, everybody. It's the 1st of November. I'm going to channel the Pleiadians with a forecast for the coming month. I've just moved and completed the move, though things are still very hurly-burly and untidy and unpacked here around me, and I'm a bit tired and caffeinated and disheveled, but I'm very happy to have moved further north. So right now I'm in the center of the peninsula in a quaint, lovely old city with a lot of lovely natural surrounds. That's awesome. The building I'm in and the place I've moved to is kind of a syndicalist or anarchist foundation. It was owned by this dude who was obviously a wizard, Karl Heinrich Petersen. He died on August 8th, 1988, and the postcode here is 8800. He was born here and he died here. He was an anarchist and kind of wound up an expert in the history of the anarchist or anti-authoritarian left wing, especially in Denmark and the North, but in general also. He was this broke layabout who worked as a cigar roller for a lot of years and wandered about the country, and then he wound up inheriting a rich uncle from America, which is a trope in especially in 19th and 20th century literature, like that mystical uncle far away who suddenly leaves you a lot of money and changes you a lot in life, and he spent that money then buying this apartment building where he lived, and then he left it to the tenants. So the idea is that once you let an apartment here, you just you pay the expenses, so it's non-profit, and then you get on the board and have a say on who else lives here, and then of course also like have to tend to the shared areas and stuff. So it's very quaint, and it's a lot of sort of slightly burned out flicks who enjoy the good urban stuff like yours truly. So I'm really also in enjoying the people who live here. It's been a lovely experience. So that's all very interesting, and I'm very happy to be in a place where I kind of feel at home, and also where I feel safe and comfortable channeling. Especially the apartment I was just at had very high ceilings, so there was just a lot of unpleasant acoustics. And then it was right on the main shopping street in that town, so there was also just a lot of unwanted noise. And I had the feeling that people might, and I don't know if that was the case, but kind of hear what I was saying and doing, and that like having that kind of meta awareness while you're trying to concentrate is just very unpleasant. So that kind of took a lot of out of the channeling, and let's see how it picks up again and what happens. But I'm glad to be speaking to you from another place, and to be in far better living and working conditions from now on. I hope your winter, I presume for most of you at least, is progressing nicely, or at least it's turning very dark outside here. But I think it's also nice with the introspection, the coziness, and the thinning of the veils between the worlds, seeing as we've just passed Halloween. Before I ramble on, I'll pass the torch to the Pleiadians and wish you a very lovely month of November, everybody. Much love. The ninth dimensional Pleiadian Council speaks, and we address you this day from a place of immovable love, clarity, and wisdom. This point of stillness is a point that you can calibrate yourself against. We have entitled this communication Calibration of Chaos. We therefore offer you a point of stillness against which you can measure your point of unrest. We sense the system here connecting to us feels a little unsteady, a little wavering in his approach to the practice and to the link which we have already established many times with this system. The reason being that he is adapting to other circumstances vibrationally, but also that he feels an altercation in energies in which the etheric realms, these invisible realms, seem far closer, far more physical and far more tangible, but also far less defined in their otherness and therefore far less accessible as a clear vibrational signal. Therefore, our intuition has led his intuition to resonate this communication into reality. This communication of recalibration against chaos. Because our vibration, the Pleiadian vibration, is one which informs stillness, quietude, clarity, and wisdom. We being your predecessors in energy, and we being your immediate guides in that sense, your ancestral, astral link towards a greater lineage which you walk and carry out. We being in that position, we allow you to feel a quietude within you which your world does not offer you in terms of energy at this now moment. At this now moment, the terrestrial energies themselves are upset. Earth itself is recalibrating, but in the chaotic state of recalibration, in the shattered state of distressing, that is releasing tension from its body by allowing itself to stir uncontrollably. This is the state of the planetary energy. You are guided along by an auspicious position in your galactic alignment, and therefore there is the opportunity to recalibrate to these higher realms, seeing as you are made of earthly energies, and that you reflect in your microcosm, the terrestrial system, what is being offered when the earth is chaotic. There's also the opportunity to then align with the parts of you which hail from other realities and which can reconnect to and remember these other realities the more vividly as they contrast with the earthly experience. What you are undertaking here is not an escape, but it is a way for you to gather strength, recalibrate, and realign with the source of infinite light, wisdom, love, creation, life force itself, which you are made of, which is the nature of your soul, and which is also the nature of yourself, but this self in remembrance of many specificities of incarnation. And one of these specificities, which your soul so clearly remembers, is the connection to the Pleiadian light. So connecting to the seven sisters fills you with a realignment, with a sense of tranquility, which is much needed. And this allows you to return again and again and again to the chaotic, the distressed parts of you, the stressed out parts of you, these parts, and then put them together in something which is still, quiet, clear. These vibrations are the ones we put forward. We remind you that they are always on offer for you. Clear, quiet, still. Now from this point, feel the terrestrial flood move about you. And allow yourself to be a swaying tree trunk in this storm. A rocky shore on which the waves crash and retreat. You sitting there in this stillness of your eternal being. Starlight is what you are made from. And starlight is also what you will become. We know there exists a modern platitude, a saying that you are all created from the stuff made within dying stars. The truth of this is energetically profound, because it means that the matter in you is already the result of the accumulation of a lifetime of astral wisdom. The lifetime of stars, what they see and behold through their 1 year existence, which fills their ambulant planetary existence with billions and billions of years of radiant life. Well, their 1 year existence is one clear divine vision, surveying many, many realities. And as this light collapses, it changes in to denser, heavier elements, things which can exist because the light and gravity accumulated in them makes for a more complex and richer universe. You are made from these ancient elements. These forces of radiation and gravity collapsed into the elements which have danced themselves into the structure of your being, forming again from these new beginnings, new outlines of complexity, living molecules transforming themselves again into pure radiance, collapsing again into the richness of matter, forming again new outlines of life, growth, and wondrous mystery of creation, unpredictable to us and even the ones far above us in wisdom and sight. As you calibrate against chaos this month, feel in the elements of your body and in the astral light bathing you from within and without, guiding you from the seven sisters. Feel this eternal stillness, clarity, this feeling. Let it sit and let it be your guide in this month of November 2025. May this span of time be a blessed one for you, dear human being. We extend to you our unconditional love. We, the ninth dimensional Pleiadian Council, we love you, we bless you, and we bid you farewell today. Farewell. A very lovely month to you guys.